Well, I'm not 100% happy with this. Mr. Surfer's good, but if there's uneven portions, it's not going to save you. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tape this off, and I'm going to putty it all and get it nice and even, and then I'll come back and rescribe whatever lines I need to rescribe. Alright, so we got this all taped off, and now I've just got Tamiya putty and a paste like I used to use with the squadron, and so I'm just going to put this on the seam. We'll get it all nice and even. And again, if I take off some of this raised tile detail, I'll scribe it back the best I can. It'd be better if this kit had engraved tile detail, but it doesn't. It is what it is. You gotta work with what you got. That's looking better. So we'll just let it dry and do some sanding on it and see what we got. Just wanted to show you the inside of the flight deck. The decal sheet that Revell of Germany has supplied for this kit is quite good. And although a lot of this is going to be lost when we put the roof on, should the modeler have elected to build this with a removable roof to show off the flight deck, then certainly the decals are worthy of that. But all in all, nice job. And it's worth seeing before most of this is lost forever when I put the roof on. But you might be able to see a little bit through the windows when it's lit, though. We'll see. Alright, so we've been doing some work here, and we've got a problem, and that is that these windows right here didn't fit so well, and I had to do some filler putty and work all in here and polish them all out. But the result of that is these were put under a lot of stress, and so there are some cracks and crazing in them. Not so much cracks, but just some stress crazing. And if I light this up, it's going to be apparent. So I'll just kind of see if I can show you here. Try to get close. If you look in here, you see some crazing right there. And over here as well. And over here, let me see, I'm getting the picture here. There you go. On the back side of this aft window. So, and you see some there too. I hope this shows up with the camera. And you can see the fill work I had to do. It's still not perfect because the windows, they kind of flex a little bit. So I think I'm going to have to abandon the cockpit lighting. And the original plan was to do some cockpit lighting and then have the shuttle sitting on a mirror with the Revell relief tiles very visible with some lighting underneath it. But now because of this problem, I'm not going to light the cockpit anymore. I'm going to pull this wiring out. And the tile work that I did here, or the assembly work that I did here, I was going to attempt to take this joint right here and blend the tile work from the wing to the forward fuselage and try to make it seamless as possible, but I tried doing that and there's really just frankly no way. So at this point I'm just going to go ahead and sand off everything. Well, I've already sanded off everything, as you can see, and I'm doing some additional body work to smooth things out, and then I'm just going to go with decals. So nice idea with the Revell orbiter, but quite simply that raised tile is more of a liability than an asset. If it were engraved tile, you might be able to pull it off, but quite simply this kit's just too old. The molds are old, and the engineering of the kit is not accurate enough to where you can line up raised tile detail in a kit of this size and actually pull it off and get a professional level result. So there we go. Also, I cut the flaps and ailerons here. So this is going to be a right after landing configuration. This was a job in itself because when you cut any sort of aileron or flap, you have to rebuild the leading edge of it and transition it into the body. And if it's something as large as this, it makes it even more difficult. So that's the status of the orbiter right now. So we're just going to keep on working it, get all this sanded out really nice, get the roof on up here, and just keep going, keep pushing on.